Hello and welcome to the Valentine's Day edition of
Yeti!
It's Yes, I'm Talking to You. Once again, Nina and Blanco and I get together and, I don't know, yell at people. Oh, and Bonzo's here.
And
say hi,
Bonzo's hanging out.
I had to wear my Bills hat just out of sadness from yesterday. So I had to make sure everybody saw the logo and now turn it backwards so you can
Oh man, yeah, Valentine's Day. I think that's like extra like form of love.
That's
to the
right.
Bills.
It's a different kind of love.
Yeah.
And most women don't like that kind of love. They're like, why are you so obsessed? So.
Oh, well, it's okay. I think it's okay.
I do too. I think you should have things in your life that you're emotionally invested in. And
Yeah.
sometimes they're going to make you sad and sometimes they're going to make you happy. But
Right.
if you don't have anything you're emotionally invested in, then what's the point, right? Like, isn't that the whole point of life?
That's true. Yeah, and it's okay to go through those ups and downs. It comes with the territory of loving.
Don't be emotionally invested in everything.
Yeah, that's
But be emotionally invested in some things.
right.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
So welcome into Yitty. It's Yes, I'm Talking to You. And it's where we kind of, some people needed talking to. And Nina and I decided that we're going to be the ones that take on the mantle of saying what needs to be said.
That's right.
We like to start every week with you, me, and we. And for you, me, and we each pick something that we bring. Nina, why don't you start us off with the you?
Okay, so I gotta talk to all of the haters for Valentine's Day. Today is Valentine's Day,
Okay.
and
I feel
yes, I'm talking to you, Dubs.
Yeah, I feel like this is a little bit of a shot at me, but here we go. Okay, what do you got?
I don't mean for it to necessarily be a shot at you. You just happen to fall into this category. I just don't understand why people hate on Valentine's Day so much. Yes, it's a Hallmark holiday, and I feel like it initially started out that way. But here we are, all progressive, all into self-love.
Okay.
It's 2022. It doesn't have to be about like the Hallmark holiday or even to be like loving with another person in a relationship. It doesn't have to be that way.
That's one reason to hate it. Keep going. What else?
Oh my gosh. Stop. No, I don't know. People like, I feel like, okay, what? You're just like mad at the world that like you happen to be single. But again, it doesn't have to be about being single at all.
I don't think that my dislike for it doesn't come from that at all.
Okay.
My dislike comes from aspect of this. If you love somebody or something
Yeah.
and you need somebody else to put a date on the calendar to remind you that you love them or to do something special for them
Come on.
or to let them know that you love them.
No.
That's my big problem with it is you should, it would mean if somebody came to me if my significant other came to me on Valentine's Day and said, I love you, I'd be like, cool, that's fine. They give me a gift, cool, fine.
Okay.
But society told you to do that. So it's not
just this one extra, like it's an extra celebration day. I mean, they still show you they love you on a bunch of other occasions.
what would mean so much more to me is on a random Tuesday in July, you walking up to me with a present and being like, you mean so much to me that I was thinking about you and I wanted to get you this as proof that I was thinking about you. Here's this thing and how much you mean to me. I love you.
Okay, but again, people still do that in relationships. Valentine's Day just happens to be a day on the calendar.
It's
like, do something special for your
though.
love.
It's manufactured. You can't say it's not manufactured. And it's why all the jokes about men forgetting, they make me so upset. Because it's like...
But people don't even joke like that anymore. Like, okay, boomer, those are all boomer jokes. Like, we don't do that anymore.
That is true. But I just think that, like, I would... If you have to have a day on the calendar that you remember to tell somebody that you love them, it's manufactured. It's fake. You know what I mean? So like if you forget to do something for Valentine's Day, it's not because you don't love the person. It's because you didn't remember the stupid day that they told you had to tell somebody that you love them.
It is not about that. And you know what? You are the king of your mind is fucking made up and I can't change it. So it is what it is, I guess, when it comes to you. But still, I got a problem with the people who have a problem with Valentine's Day. It's not that big of a deal. Shut up.
I don't have if you want to do something on Valentine's Day, then fine. I just don't want you to force it on me. And you haven't known me in like a real relationship. So if I was in a relationship with somebody and they were trying to force me to do something today, or you were trying to force me to do something for them today, then I'd be like, don't you dare.
Really?
But if you want to enjoy it,
wait. So what you just said to me was, if you were in a relationship and your girlfriend was like, hey, I want to go out to dinner for Valentine's Day, you would be like, no, you're forcing me to?
No, I wouldn't say no.
You would do it.
It very much has to do with how much it means to them.
Okay. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't fully get your like hatred for it still. It's contrived. That's my hatred for it. It's fake. It's just an extra day. Plus, hello, it's February. We're in the middle/last part of winter. Like, I just need something. I just need something to do.
That's
okay.
True. I mean, this time period is a little bit of a barren wasteland.
Yeah, it's bad.
But I mean, it's the same reason I don't like birthdays. If
you kill me.
If your grandmother only sends you a card on your birthday with whatever $5
what,
in it,
then screw grandma? She doesn't love you?
No, she doesn't love you. No.
Oh my gosh, I can't with you.
I'm serious.
I can't wrap my head around this.
Like if people only write on your Facebook wall on your birthday, they don't love you.
Oh, they don't like you. My goodness.
Which is why when I see like a Facebook birthday thing pop up, I barely use Facebook anymore.
Yeah.
But sometimes I'll still go on there and see like it's blah blah blah's birthday.
Yeah.
I do not write on their Facebook page. Like I send them a text specifically that says, "Hey, I was thinking about you. Happy birthday." Because it doesn't.
So you think you're like cooler because you did it off of social media?
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh.
Absolutely.
No, because really when it comes down to Facebook birthdays, I'm the kind of person, I don't write on anyone's birthday on Facebook at all. If it's your birthday, I don't do nothing about it. But that doesn't mean that I don't love you, I don't appreciate you, and we're not friends or anything like that.
Just one of the many reasons I hate birthdays.
Oh my goodness.
It's contrived. It's fake.
I can't win this. I can't. So
I mean, can you convince me it's not fake?
I can't convince you because you're not convincible as a person.
I mean, I'm convincible.
You're not at all. I've known you for a long time now, and you are not. Once your mind has been made up, that is it in Dubs' world.
No, I mean, if you can present decent evidence, you just haven't done that.
I think I did.
Okay.
Whatever.
All right, moving on to the me where I get to complain about something. I didn't even tell Nina Blanco this. This is all going to be news to her as I tell her right now.
Tell me.
I got 4 teeth cracked out of my head.
What?
On Friday.
Wait. I'm sorry, what?
Have you ever had a tooth pulled?
No.
Okay. It is violent.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like they go in there with they numb you up.
Wait,
first.
were you at least at the dentist for this?
I was at the dentist.
Okay, I wasn't sure if this was like outside of a bar or what.
They literally go in there with a set of clamps. First they take like a little poker thing and they stick it under your gum and try to like crowbar your tooth out.
Oh my god!
From the bottom, they like move the gum back, and then they go in there with these metal vice grips, and they clamp your tooth, and they start rocking it side to side, back and forth until they crack it out of your head.
Oh
like
my gosh!
You can physically hear the crack that happens.
So you were awake
when they pull your tooth. Oh, you're most of the time, yeah.
Yeah, unless you pay for like the extra to be all knocked out.
Yeah, there's a couple places where they'll knock you out completely, but for most people, most times you're awake when they do it.
Oh my gosh!
It is a traumatic experience.
That sounds like, was these like your wisdom teeth?
So I went in there and I was having a problem with one of my teeth. I had already had a root canal on another tooth.
Okay.
And it turns out they thought it was because my wisdom teeth were like pushing my teeth forward and it was causing a couple teeth to crack.
Yeah.
It turns out the root canal I had done originally had cracked, and so it had to come out. And so I ended up having 4 teeth taken out. 2 of them were wisdom teeth, and 2 of them were regular teeth.
Oh.
And you don't do well with like gross stuff, right? Like you don't like gross stuff.
I don't like it, but I always want to look at it.
Do you want to look at it?
Yeah, I want to look at it.
So my one tooth literally cracked in half.
Ooh.
And it split right down the center.
What?
And so afterwards, it was lying on the table. It is bloody. It is not.
I want to see it.
Okay.
I want to see it. I want to see it.
So it like the tooth cracked in half, and they just like after they pull it out, they just leave it on the tray.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, let me go get the lady ready so you can go pay her. And I'm standing there, and there's just this like cracked dead tooth of mine laying on the table.
Sick.
So if you're watching on YouTube right now, you can see Nina's reaction to it. If you're listening on Spotify, I'm going to encourage you to, at this portion of the show, go over and look at YouTube so you can see Nina Blanco's face when she sees it.
Let me see. Oh my God.
It's disgusting. And for anybody who listens, like, we appreciate you all for listening. I don't want to put this out there on social media because it is that disgusting. But
I've never seen the inside of a tooth like that before.
I mean, it's a cross section of a tooth. Like,
it literally
it's
split
crazy.
in half.
It
like
cracked right in half.
Because your teeth, we all know that teeth have like kind of like that prong, and that's the part that digs into your gums.
Yep.
Like the prongs are literally cut in half, and I don't know what that squiggly thing is in the middle, but
well, that's your nerve. That's what goes down into your jaw.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So listen, if you follow us on social media, I'm at Dubs the Third, and you want to see the picture, just send me a DM and I will send you the picture. But I don't want to put it on social media because like it's that nasty, right?
Yeah,
like,
that's pretty
no way
gnarly.
I should post that.
That's a really like they didn't even try to rinse that off or anything. It's like completely filled with blood.
Well, they had to pull out 4 teeth, so I feel like he was just trying to like, all right, we gotta go here. Like I don't have time to rinse it off or clean it up.
Gosh.
And I didn't think he thought I was gonna like be looking at it afterwards. You know what I mean?
How could you not? How they knew exactly what they were doing. How could you not? Did you keep any of your teeth?
I thought about it.
You should have. You didn't.
Why would you?
Because you can do something with that.
What?
I don't know. Make
a weird tooth ring like
that?
Yeah.
No. I don't know. That's kind of fun.
Is it fun?
Yeah.
Is it?
I think so.
So I like literally Friday and Saturday, I really honestly thought it was going to hurt worse than it did. Now, my mom has had a bunch of dental surgery in her life. And so my only real reference point for getting teeth pulled out of your mouth was my mom. And I love you, Mom. She's kind of a wuss. And so I had this dread, this fear of how bad it was going to hurt.
Yeah.
And it wasn't that bad.
Really?
Yeah.
But was it more just like the mental part of it, having to hear it
and hearing it crack? Because like, you know how
and then
like,
you also see a dentist that's like above you, like with these clamps, like
and
going back and forth,
rocking back and forth, trying to.
Were
get
they
the thing
holding
to
your head?
No. You have to sit there and hold your head, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Now I shouldn't say you can't feel anything. You do feel a little bit, and it does hurt. Don't get me wrong. There are times I grip the chair.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
But it turns out my mom's just a big wuss. And she made it sound a whole lot worse than it was.
Man.
Even when I let the anesthesia wear off before I took my medication, I was expecting to just be in like life-threatening pain.
Yeah.
And I really wasn't. I mean,
wow.
It's ibuprofen and Tylenol I'm taking, and I'm still okay.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
So, but it was absolutely, like, I thought about it that night when I went to bed. The sound, like, you know how when you chew something, it's louder to you than it is to everybody else? Like, 100%. You can hear it in your head.
Yes.
It's the same thing. Like, it's inside your head, and so it's 10 times louder. And just that crack when he yeah, right. Your reaction is exactly what it should be. Yeah.
My gosh. I still have all my wisdom teeth, and they're definitely moving my teeth around, and I'm going to need them out.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
Do it sooner rather than later, because I waited, and that's how I had 2 teeth crack and had to have more teeth taken out because I waited too long to have my wisdom teeth taken out.
Oh my gosh. Well, that is terrifying.
Yeah, so that's what I wanted to complain about this week.
Thank you.
And then for the we,
we're just going to transition into that like it's nothing.
Moving right along. For the we wanted to talk about the Super Bowl 56 halftime show.
Yeah. The halftime show, first of all, was one of the better halftime shows like in a really long time, I think. But we knew this was going to happen, but obviously we got to talk about freaking Gen Z. shitting all over Gen X and millennials because we loved it so much.
Okay, were they really though?
Some of them were on TikTok.
Yeah, I was gonna say, tell me what you saw, because I didn't watch the halftime show live. No, but I did watch it. I loved it. I thought it was great.
So good.
It definitely was like I hate to say this to you millennials, but it definitely was oldies.
Yeah.
Like aside from Kendrick
songs
Lamar,
like 1995 I think was the oldest song, one of them.
Nina, that's almost 30 years old.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, I get it. 1990, it was a long time ago. I get it.
So aside from Kendrick, like, you know, you're talking 2001, you're talking 1999. Like they are, yes, it is old. Is that what they were giving us a hard time about? Because like us millennials, like that is our coming of age music.
Yes. And they were more so, it was, I don't know, I only really saw it on TikTok. I guess there were a couple of tweets as well, but I saw it a lot on TikTok, and it was these freaking Gen Z just like making fun of their parents or their aunties or whoever was over for the Super Bowl game. And they were just like, I don't know, making fun of the fact that like their parents wanted to dance to this music that they love. Like, I don't know. And it made me mad and it made me feel old, and I don't like that.
Well, you are old. No, I'm kidding.
How dare you?
Listen, I feel like a lot of people went after Gen Z last year. Now, you and I are fans of The Weeknd, right?
Yes.
So I think we both liked the show last year, if I remember right.
Yeah, I think so.
I know I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And like, it's not like, I wasn't like, oh, one of the greatest Super Bowl performances of all time.
No,
but it was good.
Yeah.
Last year's. So, but I feel like a lot of like Gen Xers and boomers were like, what is this? The Weeknd? What kind of name is that? Blah, blah, blah. And I feel like a lot of the older people that I knew threw a lot of shade last year at The Weeknd in that show.
Man.
And I feel like maybe this is Gen Z trying to like get back at them, but they're not. You're coming after millennials, and we were okay with it.
Like, I don't know. I feel like millennials are always being attacked by Gen Z, and it's like, you guys, we're supposed to be friends.
Yeah, we're on the same team.
We're supposed to be friends. Stop it right now.
You're gonna find that you don't have any other allies if you isolate us.
Right.
So
exactly. Like chill out.
Turn
chill
it down. Just a couple notches.
I just want to be your friend.
All right, so we don't like to be all negative here on Yitty, so we like to bring a good story for you every week. And I wanted to talk about this survey that I found. They did a survey of 2,000 adults and found that 39% have seen an increase of online friends since the pandemic began. And I kind of wanted to give this a shout out because I feel like this catches a lot of shade. But it turns out the average American has made 5 new friendships through video games in the past couple of years.
Nice.
So I wanted to ask you, Nina, you do play some games online, but you're not really like a gamer.
No.
Do you have like a gamer buddy? Anybody that you play video games with on a regular basis, or a video game with whenever you want to play it?
So I like video games, but I've never been the type of person to play online and even like pay for that. And so I've never really played online except for this year. Now I have, because my cousin actually got me a PlayStation Plus, like 3 months of PlayStation Plus.
Yeah.
And so I'm finally able to play online, and I'm kind of new to it. I'm kind of tiptoeing into it, and the boy just likes to be an asshole.
Of course he does.
I know.
Absolutely one of those people.
I know. So I haven't really met anyone
sounded terrible.
online.
I love the boy.
He's great. He's great.
But he will absolutely try to troll somebody if he thinks it's funny.
100%. Yes, exactly. But no, otherwise he's great. But I haven't really been able to meet a whole lot of people because I've really just started.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but I will say, like, when you talk about online friends, less through gaming for me, but more so through social media, through Instagram, through Facebook. I have friends and I've never met them in person, but I know who they are, I know their names, and we talk about certain things. Some of us even have like inside jokes, and it's from people that I don't know on social media.
Yeah. So put a pin on the social media thing. I just want to say real quick that I do have people who I exclusively game with. Like, I've never met them in person.
Yeah. Would you ever want to?
We have sometimes.
Oh, cool.
So some of them we have played games with for so long that one of my friends who kind of is the one who's like the host of the Discord channel that we're all on kind of thing. He invites them to come camping with us and stuff over the summer. And we've met a couple of them and it's been really fun. Like,
that's cool.
Hang out, drink beers, go camping. It was like a really cool experience.
Yeah.
And I think there's a ton of value to that. And I feel like for years it was kind of like looked down upon. Like, you know, your parents would be like, go outside and meet actual people and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And like the support that those people online give to me as friends is just as meaningful to me as going out and having lunch with somebody and sitting and chatting with them.
100%.
Not to mention that I get to do something that I love while I do it while I'm gaming.
Yeah.
You know?
You have a shared interest with that person.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I agree.
I think that it's amazing that people have kind of opened up to like, hey, it's okay to have online friends.
Yeah.
And like get to know them. And yes, you can say they're your friend. You don't have to qualify it and say like, oh, he's my online friend. Like,
right.
No,
like that's just your friend. Exactly. And I want it to be a little bit more normalized to like meeting your online friends, which I know you kind of have to like sometimes be careful and tiptoe and here and there. But I have a cousin and she has a lot of online friends and like friends from like around the world. And she's taken trips to like another country to meet up with this person that she's never met before. And as long as you're safe about it, you know, I know you definitely have to be careful. But I just feel like, you know, older generations would be like, you're crazy. You're meeting someone from the internet, but it's not as crazy as it sounds as long as you're safe.
You do like all this comes with the caveat of like, you got to be smart. You got to be safe. Yeah. Don't buy a bunch of gift cards for somebody.
No, don't do that. It's always the boomers that get scammed with the gift cards.
Right, yeah. Like why would they need Walmart gift cards? I don't know. But I do want to say it's happened to me in the reverse too. And like as a woman, you try to say like, hey, make sure you're careful, blah, blah, blah. As a guy, you have to have the reverse thought of like, hey, don't be creepy.
Yeah.
And it's hard, but it's really, really hard because there's a fine line between like talking to somebody and like having a conversation. And if it's weird because it's not if you feel weirded out, it's if they feel weirded out.
Right.
And so like how much is appropriate to be like, can I DM you and just be like, hey, I just got a question.
Yeah.
And I do have people who are like social media friends who I've done that with. And I've found that a couple times it was like, I thought we were a little bit tighter maybe.
Oh no. And they kind of got creeped out.
Not that they were creeped out, but just that they, I don't know, didn't think of me as like a friend. Okay. But I interact with these people every day.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like we have a short conversation every day. Right. Because we're tweeting back and forth.
That's more than I talk to like anyone that I do know in person
more than
sometimes.
I talk to like my mom.
Like a lot of people.
You know what I mean? So, right. So, you know, it's an interesting like line to kind of walk. Yeah. When it comes to, well, are we friends on social media?
Oh, I don't know. Man.
So to everybody listening who's my friend on social media, you are friends with me. You can do whatever you want. Totally.
I think I consider us for friends. So shout out to all of our online friends.
Yeah. Shout out to all of our online friends. All right, so we got to get back to yelling at people. And so, of course, we're going to move to Nina's whack ass of the week.
Yup.
So tell us, who's your whack ass this week, Nina?
I think Sierra and Russell Wilson is the whack ass of the week.
For what? Leaving the party?
Yeah. So if you heard, they were at a NFL, like a Super Bowl party over the weekend, and they left when Sierra's baby daddy, Future, came into the party. Mm-hmm. And I don't know what that means.
You're fading out of the camera.
Oh. He went like this to me. I was like, I don't know what that. Okay, we're going this way. Okay. But yeah, they left this party because Future walked in. It was Sierra's like baby daddy. Right. And I'm just like, really? You guys are full, whole adults.
Oh, man, how do I feel about this?
You guys are whole adults. Yeah. You're at a party with a lot of other people. Be an adult about it. Why do you have to automatically leave? Like, unless they knew that for sure they can't get along, or unless there's like some restraining order we don't know about and they're not supposed, like, then I guess. But at the same time, if there's not, why can't you just be adult about it? And you don't have to even talk to that other person. You don't have to say hi. You don't have to be cordial.
Right. So I'm pulling this up right now.
Yeah.
This was Drake's Super Bowl party.
That's what it was.
So it was Saturday night at Drake's Super Bowl party. with a ton of other celebs. Lizzo was there.
This
Cardi
is
B,
Drake.
Offset.
He just invited everyone. All the celebrities were having so many parties over the weekend.
Well, so like there's enough people there that it's not like you're in a living room with 10 people like Nina's Super Bowl party 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Didn't have a way to watch the Super Bowl. Where you are like forced to sit down and talk to Future.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's like maybe 1,000 people there. Stay on the other side of the room.
Right. Stay on the other side of the mansion. I'm sure you'll be fine.
I don't know. Have you ever run into an ex at a party? I feel like when you broke up with your ex, you left. The one time I can think of you having a serious relationship and leaving. Actually, the 2 times.
What?
Because you had a boyfriend in high school, but then you went to college. Right?
No, I never really had a boyfriend in high school. No, I don't.
That guy who bought you flowers and shit.
Oh, that was after high school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But no, I think there was just only like one moment where I had run into an ex and I don't know. I think it was in college and we had lived together and we broke up and he moved away because he couldn't afford to live on his own down in Carbondale. And he moved back to his dad's.
Afford to live alone
Dude couldn't keep a part-time job
Illinois.
at Burger King. I don't know what to tell you. Like he literally got fired. I don't know.
Can you afford to live alone anywhere if you can't afford to live alone in Carbondale?
No. No. So
Okay,
he
ahead,
moved
sorry.
back in with his parents, back upstate in Crystal Lake. But he would come down for parties and stuff. And there were some times, and like I kind of felt like a little bit ditched by all of our mutual friends. I'm like, okay, they're his friends. And I kind of felt that way, which sucked. Yeah.
That's surprising.
It did. And then it was real annoying because after we broke up, they were like, oh my God, he treated you like shit, blah, blah, blah. He would flirt with girls at the bar, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, first of all, you guys didn't tell me that. Second of all, why are you guys picking him to be friends with over me? But whatever. That's all right. That's all right. But no, I don't know. You can go to a party and just ignore someone. And if that person comes up to you and is like, hey, how are you? I'm sorry about how I am perfectly okay with standing up to that person and being like, da-da-da-da. I don't want to talk to you. We're at this party. That's cool. But I don't want to talk to you. What's wrong with that?
That's funny.
What's wrong with that?
I don't think.
What's wrong with that? Go have a good time, play beer pong, whatever. I don't want to talk to you.
I mean, it's very rude.
Why?
Because it's rude.
He was rude to me our whole 3 years of dating.
Yeah, I'm not saying he doesn't deserve it, which is why I'm kind of like hemming and hawing a little bit. But it is just like rude to do to a person, especially at a party where like as soon as you do that, it's not like you do that quietly in a corner and nobody sees, right? Like it ratchets up the tension when you're at a party and when you go when you do that in a party around a whole bunch of other people, you definitely ratchet up the intensity and kind of kill some of the fun.
You ratchet up yourself and you get real drunk and then who cares?
Okay. That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
Sounds like a great time.
The only time I ever ran into an ex at a party was it was a house party and they were playing beer pong. And I don't know why somebody did this because she definitely didn't want to hang out with me.
Yeah.
But like she was on the beer pong table and her partner, I guess, didn't want to play anymore or something like that. So one of her friends comes over and she's like, go play beer pong with Meg. And I'm like,
no.
What? Why?
No, absolutely
she
not.
She needs a partner. And like she was looking at me and her friend was looking at me and I was like, okay. And I went.
And you did?
Yeah, I went over and played beer pong with her, and it was just like the most awkward 3 minutes of my life. Like it was.
So that's not more awkward in the middle of a party than me saying, "No, I don't want to talk to you," and then walking away.
Yes, because mine was only awkward for me, and yours.
No,
is
it wasn't. No,
it
wasn't.
Okay.
Because you want to know what? Because for the next 3 days, all of her friends and everyone watching you guys playing beer pong on the same team were talking about it.
Well, but that was her friend's fault, so I don't care.
No, I just feel like the effects lasted longer doing that than being like, no, I don't want to talk to you or I don't want to play with that person.
Think so?
Yeah, 100%.
I don't know.
I do.
It wasn't weird for the party. Like it didn't kill the vibe of the party. We played a game of beer pong. It was weird.
No,
we
thank you.
had some weird conversations about weird stuff while we were doing it.
Like, why? Why put herself through that? Why?
I mean,
no, thank you.
I'm not that spiteful. What do you want me to say? Like,
are you saying that I am?
Yes. Have you met you? Oh my God.
Fine.
You're the pettiest, most spiteful person. I'm kidding.
Man.
All right. Well, thanks for tuning in. Hey, I do want to say we appreciate all of you who gave a listen to the first episode.
Yeah, look how much love we got.
There was so much love on social media for it. We appreciate you guys. If you're watching on YouTube, you can find the episode on Spotify. If you're driving around, you want to listen on Monday afternoons, you can find us there and follow us.
Yes.
Or you can find us, if you're listening on Spotify, you can find us on YouTube where you can watch a video of Nina's face react to the facts.
Oh, gosh.
That I showed her a picture of my
cracked tooth. It was in half.
Discarded, disgusting
that
tooth.
Was fully in half. I've never even seen that before.
If you want to see the picture, just send me a DM and I'll send it to you. Cause
DM, go find him at Dubs the Third.
I don't want to put it on social media. So.
At DUBZ the Third. Spell it out. Do it.
And she's at Nina Blanco. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll catch you next Monday for a new episode of Yitty.
Oh, there we go. Yes, I'm talking to you.
I mean, yeah, go ahead, say it.
Okay. Yes, I'm talking to you.
Yes, I'm talking to you. Goodbye, everybody.
Okay, bye.